Talking Sports Podcast family. Welcome back to a new episode of the pod. The NBA playoffs are here, and these games, man, have been crazy. We have seen a lot of surprises in these games so far. So we have to start. I think we have to start. First of all, let me ask you, how you doing, man? You doing all right?
Doing great. I'm doing great. Been a busy week, got an even busier weekend coming up,
Yeah.
but I'm enjoying these sports. NFL draft going on, NFL, NBA playoffs, um, and then a lot of good TV on right now. I mean, I'm
Oh yeah.
enjoying much Daredevil and Invincible just finished this season, and a lot of great TV on. So it's a lot of good media to consume right now. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely. Same here, man. Doing good, man. Got my kids with me. We watched a little bit of the NFL draft tonight as we're recording this. But as we all know, NBA playoffs are on as well. So just to break down tonight's games as we're recording this Thursday night, we called it.
Yep.
The Hawks.
Yep.
Hawks, man, up 2-1. They defeated the New York Knicks 109-108
Yep.
tonight. Um, I mean, we said that this team could win this series, and they're playing like it. Shout out CJ McCollum, just leading this group of young players. And man, this to be honest, we knew that he was a really good player in Portland, but this stretch right now with Atlanta is like making him just like this guy is a leader. This guy is a veteran. He's professional. He's a professional scorer. Um, he said something tonight after the post game, after the game. I gotta sneeze. I'll probably sneeze at some point in the video, but he said something in the post game interview that really stood out to me. He said, "We got the win, but I got to be better on Brunson." He said, "I gave up an and one, and I got to be better on the pivot." Something she said, some move that Jalen did that got him,
Yep.
and that's just like, oh, like this dude is on point. He's studying film. He's locked into his matchup. He's like, this is my dude. This is my guy. I'm guarding him. I'm taking him. I got to be better. And that's just like, wow, man. That's so shout out Atlanta. Shout out CJ McCollum, man. Um, I don't know what the Knicks are gonna do, man. If they go in the first round, Giannis time. Giannis time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been interesting. Um, the Hawks in game two came back down 12 points, 12-point fourth quarter comeback.
Yep.
Uh, and they held on with a signature Knicks choke um, tonight.
Shout out Hallie.
Incredible. They had a chance to win the game, only needed a two. I think they had 9 or 10 seconds left. Brunson got the ball. Uh, Josh Hart had the ball. I mean, they had chances, but um, just great defense from the Hawks at the end there, and they held on to win by one, like you said. Um, it's not looking good for the Knicks. It's not. When you have Josh Hart going 1 for 9, Bridges not scoring at all, not even being aggressive, only took 3 shots. That's that can't happen. That cannot happen. Um,
I was watching I have to admit, I was watching the draft. I watched just the end of the fourth quarter when it was like one possession left and had like 12 seconds.
yeah,
He didn't score.
no, I dropped a goose egg, and so
Traded for first round picks for him.
yeah, yeah. Like this is the playoffs. This is not the time to be chilling. Going through the motions. This is the playoffs, brother. Like, and only taking 3 shots, I think, is even worse.
Yeah,
Um,
you got to be aggressive.
with playing 21 minutes, I think McBride kind of finished out the game just because I'm not sure what was going on. Maybe he wasn't feeling well. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but it's not looking good for the Knicks, especially if it carries on like this. But the Hawks, like we said, man, just an incredible team, really top to bottom. Shout out Jonathan Kuminga.
Oh, hey, I was just about to say that.
Bro, he was being held hostage um,
He go to state.
at the Golden State Warriors, and here he's kind of been able, like we mentioned a few episodes ago, he's been able to kind of prove himself and talk back to the haters a little bit. So he had
He's been
21,
aggressive. He's been
yeah,
playing good defense.
defense,
He's
rebounding,
playing. He's playing. He's getting
playing
PT.
right, and he probably has freedom to play and to be himself and express himself, and so. Um, yeah, I think the Hawks are in prime position, being up 2-1 against the Knicks right now.
Yeah, yeah. Minnesota is up. Last time I checked, they're up 98-81 on Denver. They're looking to go up 2-1 in that series as well
Yep,
after winning game two in Denver. Um, this is a rivalry at this point, and Minnesota has kind of proven that they're the better team. When you look at how they defend Joker, they're long, they're physical, and there's nobody on the team that can guard him. Nobody. And it's unfortunate because the Nuggets are without Peyton Watson, and
yeah,
they didn't have Aaron Gordon also tonight for this game. He had a calf injury, and
right,
so that's another key defender. One of their two of their best defenders are out, and
yep,
so when that happens, we look and see what the score is now, what the final result is after the game ends here in a few. It's just not looking good for Denver, and I don't know exactly what they need to do, but if they keep running in Minnesota, it may not, it may not make it out of these first and second rounds.
yeah. No, it's true. I think the key for Minnesota, if they want to win this, it will be one on the defensive side. Um, we understand what Jokic is. MVP, what, three-time, two-time MVP? Um,
I think three at this point.
three, yeah. We understand what he is, and he will get his. Whether it's free throws, threes, going to the basket, bringing the ball up, he'll get his. But you have to stop everyone else. And if the Nuggets can do that, if Timberwolves can do that, they'll be in prime position to keep and have a good series, beat them, and move on. But um, the Nuggets have to get some other bench kind of performance. Tim Hardaway Jr. is probably the best player they have coming off the bench, and I mean he'll give you a couple threes, but I mean that's about all you can get. And so
Not a good defender.
no, no, not a good defender. And so if Murray has to sit, if Jokic, takes a few minutes of a break, somebody's got to come in and do something. And like you mentioned, with Aaron Gordon being hurt now, that's another defender off the court, and I guess third or fourth option
Right.
offense not there. So not sure how long he'll be out with the calf injury. But I mean, I think I said Nuggets in seven, but I think I initially picked the Timberwolves. I went back and forth.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate because Peyton Watson was their best defender,
Yeah,
most athletic player in
definitely.
general. And he was really emerging this season as, one of their better players. He was doing better offensively when
Yeah.
he did play this season.
Mhm.
And with him being out, it's just tough because he probably would have got the Ant matchup
Yeah. Yeah.
more than likely. And with him out, it's just Ant can just run free, come off a screen and dive to the basket, shoot a three. We know he likes to shoot those threes. So it looks like Minnesota has just taken control of this series. And
Yeah.
you know, if the reinforcements don't show up for Denver, if Jokic doesn't step his play up like we know he can and has before, it's gonna be a struggle.
Yeah. He may need to get 40 or 50 if they want to win, and that's going to be tough to do. Tough to do in any game, especially a playoff game.
Against Gobert and
Yeah,
Julius Randle and Jaden McDaniels, these guys just
yeah.
throwing bodies at them
They
and
can
Raiders.
they can switch any of those guys too. So
Yep.
yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Last game of the day, Cavs versus Raptors. Cavs were trying to go up 3-0, but the Raptors said no. Um, Raptors went up 126 to 104. Barnes and Barrett, double Bs, both had 33.
Yep.
I think it shows again. I picked Toronto. Um, I have seen James Harden crumble. I've seen Donovan Mitchell not perform to the standard we expect. Specifically, both of them in the playoffs, and so
Yep.
um, I I don't. I'm not really afraid. I think the Raptors will be fine. Um, this this may be the best offensive game they have of the series, but they've got to keep it up. And you've got guys like Murray Bulls coming off the bench, getting 22, um, and if two of your starters are getting 33 points each, should be enough to win you the game. And it was tonight.
Yeah.
So they can duplicate a couple more games like this. They can probably get it in. It'll probably go seven. But I think the Raptors can still win this.
And the thing is, you don't want to give this team confidence because they're young.
Yeah.
They're young. They're inexperienced as far as playoffs concerned. And the later it gets, the more James Harden is just gonna. It's game three. It's game three.
Uh,
The later it gets, that's just what he does
three
in
for
the
10.
playoffs. Come on, man. We already know what it is. And so yeah, not surprised. The Raptors are, play well at home. Role players do play well at home.
Yeah.
Star players, they play better at home, but you're giving a young team confidence and defense travels. And so this we know that the Raptors can defend. Scotty Barnes is more than likely going to be an all defensive player this season. And the fact that he can score 33 and 11 tonight, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And so you're giving a young team confidence. Who knows what's going to happen? So shout out to the Cavs for winning tonight. I mean the Raptors for winning tonight.
Yeah.
Let's move to the West, where we saw our Lakers go up 2-0 against Houston Rockets. Watched both of these games.
Yep.
I think we really have to shout out JJ Redick because
Yeah.
this is a team without Luka, without Austin Reeves, and we win the first two games after
Yep.
being the underdog in both games. You know, holding the Rockets to under 100 points both games. These games look like the the 90s.
Yeah.
It looked like the 90s. It was like 90s basketball.
Hmm.
LeBron in the post, you know, have that one 3-point shooter that does well. Shout out Luke Kennard, man. Um, Such a good player. I'm so we've seen so many years where these 3-point specialists they get with LeBron and they just
Look like they forget how to play basketball.
yeah, they forget how to shoot. They you know, but Luke Kennard he's that guy.
Yeah.
And I pray that it can continue. But obviously, first game, KD being out, we kind of expected to win that. But that game two, our defensive scheme against KD, man, just doubling him, making him uncomfortable. He had 9 turnovers.
Yeah.
We have to give JJ Redick credit for scheming up his game plan. Marcus Smart playing out of his mind, going crazy offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
Um, from the Rockets' perspective, what is this team? Like they were the 2 seed last year, and obviously they regressed. Had some injuries, yes, but this team is just I don't know, man. They they're another team that's looking at Giannis like, come save us. Also,
I think they missed Jalen Green.
Wow. Hey, was not expecting to hear that tonight.
Yeah, which is crazy to say, um, but maybe Dylan Brooks as well. I mean, the team now is only going to go so far as KD takes them because he's KD, one of the best offensive scorers our game has ever seen, if not the best. Um, but you just again, this is what you have to realize and understand about these blockbuster trades is that you have to assess is what you're giving up worth it for what you're getting. Um, and
Yep.
we'll see it if Giannis will ever get traded, but whichever team he goes to, that team will be depleted
In some way.
in
Yep.
some way, as far as role players, starters, whoever. But specifically, just the Rockets, Şengün has to step up. I think it was Tracy McGrady who was talking about it after the game, and he was saying that he's an all star. He has to play like it, and so I think they have to get more out of him, and I think they will next game and maybe the game after that. But again, I just think the Rockets are not a good matchup for the Lakers in the Lakers' favor. I think the fact that they can't really shoot very well from three,
That's the key.
they're 24% from three, and I think they're under 20% on the series so far from three.
Lakers are just leaving them open.
Yeah, can't shoot,
Jabari, Jabari leaving them open.
can't shoot
Shingun can't shoot a jump shot at all.
at all. No,
Um, Tari Eason leaving him, Okogie leaving him.
Amen Thompson.
Yeah, he can't. No, he
They,
can't shoot at
they're,
all.
they're not really attempting them. They're not really attempting threes.
Right.
Only
Reed
a couple.
Shepard, he's not even playing enough
No,
for them to even garner any defensive, you know, even a game plan around him. So
yeah,
yeah, it's just KD out there, and
yeah,
obviously these guys gonna play better at home.
for sure.
So they might hit some more threes. This might be a Jabari game potentially,
Maybe.
but he can't guard Bron. We know that he's just gonna get put in the post, um, like he has been the whole series so far. So now that the Lakers are 2-0, what's your expectation? Because you said you had Rockets in seven, and I had Lakers in seven. So
Yeah,
look, now that it's 2-0, where do you see the series now?
I think Lakers in five. Um, I'm not gonna say a sweep. However, the Rockets just have not shown me anything. Um, I think KD would just have to get hot and can't miss for them to win. He'd probably have to get 35 or 40, which I could see happening, definitely. Not quite sure how healthy his knee is. It didn't seem very serious. He seemed fine. He played 41 minutes, so I mean, seemed to be okay. But I would say Lakers in five. I just this Rockets team is not scaring me enough. I think if we keep making KD uncomfortable, doubling him, switching on him, um, you know, tight coverage, pressing him, I think we'll be okay. Austin Reeves is questionable for Game Three, and so
KD is questionable too.
right, and so Reeves may not play. KD would definitely play, but
Yeah,
just if we get him back, if we can just get Reeves just a few minutes under his lungs, um, I think that'll just be huge for us going into the next series. Um, just yeah, the Rockets. I just don't think they have enough with the trade for KD, honestly. So I'll go Lakers in five.
yeah. I'm gonna go. I'll go Lakers in six. I'll drop it down one.
There,
I just don't see the Rockets winning four out of the next five. Uh, Especially if Austin comes back, that's just going to be another offensive punch for us, and take a little bit of a load off of Braun, which is needed.
yep,
Um, so yeah, I'll say Lakers in six.
yeah, yeah. I think. I think that's pretty clear just based off the 2-0. I mean, some people were saying we would get swept with with
Yeah, they were saying that. Yeah,
not having Luca and Reeves. And so I think we've shown our core, our role players are better than expected. And I said that. I said they'd have to play the best they have so far. Um,
right.
and we have three starters and four starters in double figures for points. And so, yeah, I'm excited, glad to see that we started off so well. I would like to see Braun rest just a little bit more. I know he's Braun, and I know he's superhuman. But it's going to be a long playoffs, and
Yeah,
typically next round. So um, obviously he'll do what we have to do. JJ would do what he has to do. But I'm looking forward. I'm looking next to the next round. Probably shouldn't yet. Job's not finished.
right.
Yeah,
Speaking of the next round, we'll stick with the West. The OKC Thunder went up 2-0 against the Phoenix Suns, and there's really not much to talk about with this series. Jalen Williams is going to be out. He hurt his hamstring. It's been bothering him all season long, so he's going to be out. So that may help, help the Suns a little bit as they go to Phoenix for the next two games. But I I just think it'll either be 4 or 5, either
yeah,
4 or 5. A lot of talk about the refs after game two, so we'll see if that changes any. I really like what Dylan Brooks said, about making the refs accountable, making them be
yeah,
interviewed, and how soft and playoffs shouldn't be that way. And
yeah,
yeah, OKC it's been that way all season, and even the past seasons with how they play and how they're officiated and their physical style. Kind of seems like a little bit of a double standard, but ultimately, I still think they will prevail in this series in 4 or 5 if OKC doesn't defend as well. If Jalen Green and Booker get hot at the same time, which seems like it's either one or the other.
yeah.
You gotta have both of those guys be able to score. So let's move on with that. We're good. The San Antonio Spurs, though,
Yep,
had to talk about the Wemby injury,
yep.
concussion in game two. Portland pulls that game out. Surprising win. Series is tied 1-1 as we go to Portland now.
Yep.
Um, does Portland have a shot now?
They do. They do have a shot. And Wimby being out, God bless him. Hopefully he can come back. Concussion looked a little bit scary, um,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to give this young Blazers team all the confidence that they need. Um,
Absolutely.
and it's really, I mean, whether they have confidence or not, Wimby's presence is just gone if he can't play, and so that frees up the paint, frees up
And we know
his
this
offense.
team drives the ball like
Yeah,
crazy.
absolutely.
Denny, Drew Holiday,
Yep.
Tamani Kamara, Jeremy Grant, Scoot, these
Yep.
guys drive the ball. And
Definitely.
with Wimby out, paint, 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 paint. They don't really have a lot of 3-point shooters. Denny's Denny and Drew Holiday are, probably the best, but still, these
Mhm.
guys like to get to the cup.
Yeah.
And with no Wimby there, there's God bless him. Um, gosh, it is late. What is his name? The center, the backup.
Fournette for
Luke
Spurs.
Cornett.
Yeah.
God bless him, but he's not Wimby.
Not Wimby. Not at all. Not,
And so put him in pick and roll. He won't be able to guard those guys, and they're going straight to the cup.
yep.
You play 5 out with a pick and roll. I It's gonna be very interesting, man.
Yeah.
Very interesting. All of the series, are 1-1 or 2-1. And these lower seeded teams, they have a shot. They have momentum.
They do, and again, Wimby, he has to clear. They said he has to clear additional steps before he can come back through concussion protocol, and so we'll see how that goes. But Vassell, Fox, Castle, I mean, this game they were 6 for 16, 6 for 16, 7 for 20. I
Not acceptable.
hope they can shoot better on the road because
That's not likely.
it's not likely at all. Those are tough guys, gritty guys. Um, can play both sides of the basketball, but
Drew Holiday had, I don't mean to cut you off. Drew Holiday has really brought a defensive presence to the team.
oh
You
yeah,
know, this dude is a champion.
yeah,
He plays hard, gritty, tough basketball every stop, everywhere he's gone.
definitely,
Uh, Boston, um, obviously Milwaukee.
yeah,
This dude's a champion. He's a Hall of Famer.
yeah,
And this they're playing good. Shout out Tiago Splitter, man.
fact,
Going to coaching against his old team. That's crazy.
yeah,
Um,
doing a great job.
yeah, yeah. But man, shout out Portland. It's gonna be
Yep,
I can't wait to watch that. I can't wait to watch them play again.
yep.
Um,
And I think all these games in this series specifically, I think these games will be close. I
yeah.
struggle seeing a blowout. I think they're all going to be battles, whether it goes 6-5, 6-7, whatever. I think they'll all be battles and go down to the wire.
Yeah, one last thing that I wanted to mention. At game two, you have to have De'Aaron Fox or Stephon Castle take that last shot.
Yeah,
I know, I know you had to get the ball in, and Vassell was there, but De'Aaron Fox can't be running away from the ball. He
no, no,
with Wimby out, he's the next guy.
yeah,
He can't be running away from it. He won Clutch Player of the Year not too long ago. Granted, it might have been with Sacramento, but still, like the ball needs to be in his hand.
and Vassell was cold. I mean, he started the game good, better, but he was 0 for 5 from three, and again 6 for 16. He just unfortunate, but yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, man. But Portland has all the momentum in the world, and prayers up for Wimby. Hopefully, he can clear concussion protocol because he's the defensive player of the year for a reason, unanimous for a reason. And without
Yeah,
him, team struggled. In game two, but they played fairly well without him in the regular season. But again, regular season, if
different.
you can control the games that he doesn't play. Those games might have been against bad teams. You don't really know. We don't
Yeah,
have those stats in front of us right now, but um, this is the playoffs. It's
yeah,
different. It's just different. This is a first for these guys. Mitch Johnson, these players,
yeah,
they're young, they're inexperienced, and with the leader and Drew Holiday on the other side,
right.
they have that edge. And so, Jeremy Grant also, this
Yep.
guy's been around for a long time, been in playoff series before, so he knows what to do. Denny, I don't think he's been in the playoffs if I'm not mistaken, but his play style is a playoff style.
Yeah.
He plays hard. He's just a really good scorer. But let's move to the East. Let's talk about Portland. Sorry, Pistons,
Yep.
Detroit Pistons, and Orlando Magic. Series is 1-1.
1-1. That's right.
Magic took the first game in a surprise, but the Pistons regained control
Yep.
with a pretty convincing win in game two.
Yeah. Pistons won this one 98-83. Um, I think you saw the team, I guess we were expecting to see in game one
Yeah.
in the Pistons, but also just a rough shooting night for the Magic. So the Pistons took advantage. I think Cade Cade will have to beat the Magic. And I specifically say Cade just because Suggs is doing what he can. Bain is doing what he can. Carter Jr. when switching on him is doing what he can, but I think Cade is just he's going to get his, and I'm not quite sure if they can stop him. I mean, Paulo may be an option, but you need his height to guard the other guys like Duran and those boys. So um, I really do like the Magic still. I do. You just gotta
Hmm.
have consistency. Got to be consistent, and so I think the Pistons have proven so far. Um, best team, best record, best team in the East, and so I think this one still could go the distance. I'm curious which of these teams is going to stay consistent. I don't
I
know.
know, man.
Don't know.
And honestly, I don't. At this point, I don't know who's coming out of the East. I mean, it might still be the Celtics. We'll talk about them in a second.
Yep.
But I think it seems like, especially in the East, whoever's making their shots, they're gonna win.
Coming out.
It's a make or miss league in the Eastern Conference. If you're making, you're good. If you're missing, you're gonna lose. And so
Yep.
don't know exactly who's gonna come out of the Eastern Conference right now because Boston Celtics, they lost and we saw VJ Max
Yep.
59 points combined.
That's right.
Tyrese Maxey going crazy. VJ
Yep.
hitting threes. First player since I think they said Magic Johnson, 30 and 10 under. He's not even 21 yet. He's 20 years old.
Yeah.
But we knew going in that VJ was a good player because he was playing like this beginning of the season.
Sure.
So we knew that he was capable. But the Boston Celtics just missed threes.
Yep.
And the 76ers, they made them. So again, make or miss league. We'll see if Boston can, play better defense, hit their shots.
Yeah.
That's really kind of what it boils down to. But again, going to Philly, the longer it progresses, the longer the series goes, potential for getting Joel Embiid back. And honestly, Boston Celtics don't have a Joel Embiid stopper. So that may be a little bit of trouble.
Yeah. Um, shout out, shout out, BJ. I think we, I guess, kind of left him out as far as the Rookie of the Year conversation in our previous episode, just because I guess he's not a popular um,
Well,
player.
he was just going to be third just
Yeah.
because of Cooper and Khan. So
Just their production has been good, but he's him and Maxi have really carried this team as Embiid has been out, and so shout out to him. Um, I yeah, this is what the 76ers have to do if they want to win. They've got to keep having games like this. Um, shot 49%, 48% from the field. So I mean that's set up for success.
it's pretty good.
And so if Tatum is, still recovering, still trying to get his legs under him, um, Jaylen Brown can't do it all. And so,
Not every game.
not every game at least. So, we'll see. I mean, honestly, 76ers, they have I don't want to say a more balanced roster, but if you throw Embiid back in there, I would give them the edge probably. But it just depends on how much Tatum can do and how much um,
Role players.
Derek White, Pritchard, yeah, those
Yeah.
role players are going to give them.
Yep. Let's see. I think we talked about every series in the East, right?
And in the West, yeah, that's everybody.
It's everybody. Yeah. So we got more games coming up, tomorrow as we're recording this late Thursday night.
Sure.
And so on this weekend, um, any changes to, your picks? Is it still OKC, Boston?
As of now, I'm going to say yes. I'm still going to say yes. I do think the Jalen Williams hamstring injury will hurt the Thunder. Um, Obviously, not against the Suns,
Right.
but
Yeah.
later in the series, depending on how severe his injury is. Hamstrings are tricky, like we've talked about before.
Hmm.
But as of now, I've still got Thunder coming out. Would love if it was the Lakers. Um, I just
Yeah. Absolutely.
I fear could be the Nuggets. It just depends on what happens with this Timberwolves series and Aaron Gordon's availability. I'll go Thunder for now, and the East, toss a coin. I mean, I don't. I gotta see. They gotta see some consistency from Detroit and from Boston, and just go from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm still thinking. So Boston, Philly is 2-7. Knicks is 3. Okay. Yeah. Hawks. So yeah, we talked about everybody. I don't know. Maybe these first round games in the East are just all gonna go 7. And that's a possibility.
It is.
That would be really, really good basketball for the first round. A lot of the first round is typically, sweeps, gentlemen sweeps, things like that. But
Yeah.
we can get these games to go 7. That'll be very, very interesting. And let's be honest, Indiana Pacers went to the finals last year for the Eastern Conference. Very unexpected, also. So the East is wide open, like it has been, and so we haven't had a repeat winner for the NBA in a long while. So that very well could be true this season. But tune in. We'll be talking about these playoffs moving forward. It's great to be able to get these recap video out for the NBA.
Yep.
Tune in to Talking Sports podcast. Also, shout out to you for the shorts for our Champions League coverage.
Oh yeah.
Um, we appreciate the likes on those videos from you guys. Appreciate that. Definitely keep it up. Liking the video, share it with your family, friends, any of these, guys that may like sports or whatever. Share the video. We're
Yep.
posting on our socials as well. So if you aren't subscribed to our social media on Instagram and Twitter, definitely lock in with us there. But until next time, continue watching these sports. It's going to be a great weekend of sports with the rest of the NFL draft this weekend, also NBA playoffs. Our next big video probably is going to be the World Cup. We do have to recap or preview the World Cup as it's
Yep.
coming up this summer. So be on the lookout for that video
Yep.
and check out our older videos as well. We got a lot of content that we put out over these last few months. And so we definitely appreciate all of the interactions with that. But until next time, guys, we appreciate you. Love you guys. You have a great night. Peace, y'all.
Peace out.